welcome back. Now, if you didn't see last video, I did a revamp on my Pro 97 mountain board and I replaced all the electronics on it except for the batteries, replaced the ESC and the motors. Now I've got this one. This is a Comp 95 MVS. So I've already got motor mounts on there. These are the motor mounts that I used when I had belt drive on here, and now I run the eTox gear drive, and I'm going to be running chain drive. Now, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to mount the chain drive or the wheel sprocket to the wheel. The bolts didn't really line up with the sprocket anywhere that I could bolt it on. A mate of mine said, I've got a bit of alloy, I can machine something up, we can make it work. That's going to bolt onto the wheel, and then this sprocket's going to bolt onto that. And now I can get different size sprockets and easily swap them for different ratios, rip this wheel apart and see how this all fits up. Right, so these motor mounts didn't originally come with the idler, and with the size of this sprocket, it wasn't really going to work. So I'm going to run it with no idler at first and see how it goes. Hopefully I can get the chain tight enough and it'll be all good. So these are the electronics I pulled off my Pro 97 board. I've got the Maytag 6374s, the VX1 remote, and just the FlipSky 6.6. So far it's been alright. I may as well keep using them. I will probably just run the same batteries on this board, the same lipos that I've been using, and just use them for both boards. So at the moment, I've got the wheel bolted on to where it's going to sit. I've got the sprocket bolted on. Now, I've got the motor sprocket mounted to the shaft, and now I'm going to move this mount back and forth until I can get perfect chain alignment. So that's the goal here. So I'll try and get that as close as I can. The better that alignment is, the better chance you got of keeping the chain on, and yeah, not having problems down the road. I've worked out the best spot. I didn't want the motor too close to the other sprocket, because then the shorter the chain is, the easier it is to skip on this small pulley. So I tried to get it about in the middle where I've got adjustments either way. I've made a mark. I'm going to grind those two pins off, cut that link out, and then I've got joining links to go in. That's a tiny little joining link. So I'll use that to now rejoin this chain at the right length. Okay, so that was pretty fiddly to get that joining link on. It's a tiny little clip. It's kind of like how they join motorcycle chains. There's that joining link just there. I'll whack that on and see how it runs. Hopefully it's nice and straight. that went together pretty good. It seems running straight, sounds alright. It's a little bit noisy, but I was expecting that compared to pulleys. Little tiny bit of chain slack there, just to give it a little bit. It's probably gonna stretch really quick because it's brand new chain, and then it kind of settles. So I'll just keep an eye on it the first few rides. Yeah, I might mount that ESC enclosure and get on to the other side. If you decide to give chain and sprockets a go, you have to make sure that you're cutting the right link. If you cut the wrong link, you're gonna realize it's in the wrong spot. Like, you can only cut every second one. You can't just push any pin out. So you've really got to double check what you're doing. Just concentrate and take your time. That's all mounted. I've got it all set up. Now, this side doesn't seem quite as smooth as this side, so I might just go back to this side and just try and line everything up a little bit better. Alright, so they're all on their suite. I've got it all lined up perfect now. It sounds really good. It runs really good. There's no grinding, crunching. It's just smooth. So they're definitely going to be a little bit noisier than belts, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm going to grab the batteries out of my Pro 97 and just have a quick test run. Now, since these motors were on a set of gear drives, they're going to spin the wrong way, I'd say. So I'll plug them in and give that a quick go. And then we'll probably have to plug it into the Vestal and reverse motor direction. Motor direction is now set up properly. Everything looks good, everything runs good. I think I'm just going to take the batteries down for now and take it for a really quick test ride. So far so good. They're definitely noisier than belts, and they're definitely noisier than the gear drivers as well. They're a lot cheaper to set up than the gear drives, and they even seem cheaper to set up than the belt drive. If you got the 5-spoke sprockets, you wouldn't have to make that alloy bit that a mate turned up for me. You could do it a lot easier. But anyway, I'll give it a few weeks ride time, and then I'll do like a comparison between belts, gear drives, and chain and sprockets set up. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Another board is built, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers.